Hi there, welcome to Don's Workshop. This is my review of the Lego Concorde. I have the Concorde here, so completed Concorde. Got this together rather easily. I wouldn't say it's a terribly hard build, and they kind of helped out with the bags not really containing a lot of pieces for each step. Really, it could have probably been done. They could have probably had half the bags that they had. Still would have been fine, but by doing it that way, it made it quite easy, quite quick to build. The thing I noticed pretty quickly after just kind of having it set up for a bit was it's pretty striking. Just standing there on its stand. When you take a look at it, it is large, but it is very nice to look at. So it is very cool. So I'll just start here with the stand. So here's the stand. It's just got a little plaque on it and got this kind of normal little square piece that they have that you put in a hole underneath that just fits in there. Now, thing you might notice right away is the wheels. So the landing gear. And this is kind of the main feature of the set is you turn this and the landing gear, both the front and the back, come out. And that's kind of the main part of the build, actually, is you're building the landing gear, and it's this mechanism as you build the set. So that's very cool. Works nicely here. Wheels move. It's a very nice little set here. So yeah, the front landing gear swivels very nicely, moves back and forth, and you can move that around. So pretty cool. So with that, and the mechanism stretches, all the way from the rear tail section here, all the way through the fuselage, right to the front, to allow the front landing gear to come down. And it's sort of the main thing that you're kind of building as you build this set. Now also down under here, you have the two engine sections. Now these are just snapped into some clips, so they should actually just come off, and they should come off. Anything else? Yeah. So yeah, just like that, just come off. Got those clips there, and then you can just snap them back together, and that's pretty cool. And you have the wing flaps at the back. They are not all connected as one, so they kind of have three independent ones on each wing, or each side of the delta wing. The tail is a very long tail here. I guess here you have the little rear wheel that comes down, sitting there, and then of course the spinning to put out the landing gear. One of the other main pieces is the nose. So this is a fairly simple piece. It just is a hinge, like a ball joint hinge in there that you just click. It's got the clicky piece in there so that it can click back and forth. And then this these two printed windshield pieces that are for the front cockpit windshields there. And then you can see some of the other printed tiles here with the Concorde. All these, this is just plate, except for, I think there's one tile back here, one printed tile that kind of sticks out a little bit, but otherwise that's all red plate, just a layer plate, until you get to this back. There's a couple of tiles, more printed tiles back there. This came off. Here's the rear wing, and that should just go on there. It's only held on by the one stud on the back there, and then that just goes on like that. The tail section here, the rudder going back, can go back and forth. It's in two kind of individual sections though. They are not connected together, so that is a little bit different. And then they have the other details of, you know, the red here and the other Concorde printed brick here. It's just one brick and just printed on both sides. One of the kind of main things how this build went is it went vertical, or building. These are just, it's just a layer of brick, 1 by brick, all the way up the wing. And they use different sizes, but there's a lot of 1 by 16 to keep the strength, and then other panels, and then along, of course, the edges, it's all a lot of slopes. So just a lot of slopes, a lot of 1 by 1 brick, or 1 by brick, and that's what made it fairly simple, is that it's just a lot of 1 by 1 brick. It's not layers, it's not layers of plate, it's just brick and just stacked up. And then you just had to connect up the midsection with a lot of snot bricks to hook up this midsection. Now, what you can't see is, like, during the build, this middle section here actually has the cabin, some cabin details built in, bathrooms and some chairs. So if you want to see that, you'll have to watch the build. I don't know if I can pop this off or not and get that into that, but there is the details in that there. Yeah, in that section there, the details. Got a couple little bathrooms and some seats. So that's just a neat extra detail of the build. I suppose you can display it with that off or on, up to your choice. And then it's just held on by these 4 slopes. So that's not bad. So that's a nice little extra thing you can do to display. Similar, I guess similar to how the Titanic, you could bust it into sections and show some of the interior details. So that's another neat little thing. But this is like it's a very long plane. It's going to be a little bit hard to figure out a place to put this one. But yeah, it's very long. And it's not like super heavy or anything, but it is long, and it's like even hard to just get it in the camera here to really show the full length of this plane. I think very excellent build if you like the Concorde, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Lots of nice slopes, not a lot of studs showing, so it makes it very, very smooth and a nice display model, I think. So that's my review of the Lego Concorde. And if you would like to see more reviews or builds, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.